Good morning. It did not freeze last night, so I am not wearing ice blocks on my feet. And today is town day, kind of. Getting into the town of Creede. It's about 5 miles from here. Looking to get there right when something opens for breakfast. Chill for a few hours. Do a resupply run. I think it's gonna be about, 5 days or so-ish to the next town, which is going to be Salida, I think. But we'll kind of narrow down the resupply planning and stuff when we get to town. Getting closer to town, the valley's starting to open up. You can see some of the properties on the outskirts of town are getting very close. There's a little memorial grave here that says, "Here lies a small girl who died of a sickness on the wagon train west, in memory of all children who died going west." Must have been from the 1800s then. That's crazy. It's a real beautiful area. I feel like this is one of those hidden gem communities. Literally hidden. Tucked away in the mountains. Crossing a bridge over the Rio Grande. There's where the town of Creede itself is at. Welcome to Creede. First stop, bathrooms. Well, I'm a little cleaned up now. Let's see what we can find by ways of food. Definitely was an old mining town. Well, I walked up the main road. Looked like there was just a coffee shop that was open this morning. And they said that MJ's Cafe is open, more of a sit-down restaurant. I think that's more what I'm looking for. So now I'm doubling back to the south on a different side street, and it's all the way down here somewhere. This is what we're looking for, MJ's Cafe. Well, that was a perfect little rest break. Got all my electronics charged back up, had a nice long breakfast. I was there for about 3 hours. It's about 11 o'clock, and the next stop is gonna be the little market to do the resupply run. There's the market for the resupply shopping. Just getting a quick snack lunch before heading out of town. Another little Frito pie here at a little hot dog stand. Well, I think we got everything accomplished that we needed to. Got a full stomach, full backpack. We're ready to rock. I think the time is about 12:20 or so. We're heading out of town. We got a big uphill road walk climb all day. Really cool walk to the start of coming out of town. Tall, rocky cliffs. A lot of mining was done up in this area. At least I'll have access to water the whole way up. More old mining operation stuff. There's the dirt road we're going up. Look at this view. We've got all kinds of old mining stuff up here. Looks awesome. There's the old, original track. totally crumbling apart. This is awesome. It's like instantly going back in time. Some kind of like huge processing station house. All original. Took a lot of effort to build this. This is extremely steep. There's another large mining operation up this area. And Station 7 on the mining tour is the Midwest Mine. Little pipe spring here on the side of the road. There's a little memorial rock. Karen's Spring. I'm about 3.5 miles to where I'm looking to camp. We still got 1,000 feet of elevation to gain. I'm hoping there's no snow in that area. It looks okay from here. Not much up there. Looks like a beaver dam area. And that little pile of sticks there is probably a little beaver home. Well, it's that time to be snowing again. Finally made it to camp. We're just off trail. Trail continues up that way. Try to set up real quick in between rain showers. Every 10 minutes, getting rained on. But there's a break in the weather, so I got set up real quick. I gotta hunker in, and we'll get dinner going here shortly. Well, I think that's gonna do it for today. It's been a lot of fun. It was an easy hike on into town. Great little town stop. And a long, hard climb coming out of there. But now we are 1 mile from where the Creede Cutoff alternate rejoins with the CDT, so we'll hit that first thing in the morning, and then we're back on the CDT. In theory, there's less snow for this next stretch to Salida, but we'll kind of see how it goes. Anyway, for dinners, I picked up instant mashed potatoes with like tuna packets and some Spam, and I'll be cooking that up here in a second. My food bag is super heavy. I got like 6 days worth of food, and it's something like 100 miles in between Creede and getting into Salida, something like that. Anyway, I think that's it. It's definitely gonna freeze overnight, but my shoes are dry, and hopefully they should not be blocks of ice in the morning. We'll find out. So thanks for watching, and we will see you guys all in the morning. Good morning. I kind of wish I had a thermometer on me, because it feels like it's the coldest night I've ever had out here. I'll check back later when it warms up. There's looking back down the valley where we slept. And right up here at the pass is where this alternate finally meets back up with the CDT here very shortly. Here's our junction. And not only are we back on the CDT, but we are on the Colorado Trail, which I have touched before for small sections. Some steep uphills this morning. think it lasts only for about 5 miles or so. Just up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And then I think the train smooths out pretty nicely. Well, made it up the first climb. I think we got 2 more. I definitely got the micro spikes on. We'll get through all this frozen snow stuff early in the morning here. And then a few more miles, and I think the terrain should level out pretty easy, it looks like. We're into the next uphill out of this valley. And one of my micro spikes is broken. You see the little hangy down chain bit? I think I can repair it with some pliers or something, because it's just where one of the linkages has come undone. Well, we're in this bowl, and we are climbing out at that end somewhere. Looks like we got some steep climbing ahead of us. Bondholder Meadows down that way. Definitely some beautiful views. There's looking back where we came from. The second big climb is done. That big mountain is San Luis. It's one of the many 14ers out here in Colorado. But we are not doing that one. Crossing over this next area. You see the trail cuts across the valley there. And we kind of go through that little saddle, and that'll be the high point for the day. Then it gets a lot easier, I think. There's San Luis. Almost halfway around, maybe. Oh, we made it to the high point for the day. 12,600 and something feet. There's where we all came from. There's a junction split off here for those that want to do the 14er San Luis. But we are continuing. We got a long, nice descent down into this valley, getting out of the snow. Probably beavers that have dammed up these little ponds here, but it kind of looks like terraced rice paddies to me. And that looks like one heck of a beaver dam. Each of those 2 terraces is like 5 feet high. I'm kind of surprised I haven't seen a moose yet. There's tons of moose tracks, moose poop everywhere. I'm expecting just to run into one. This valley is very lovely, very easy walking. Lots of sloppy wet trail. Well, the trail's starting to get rougher with more rocks and jumbles of trees. A couple of blowdowns. Most of it is cleared out though. There's looking back up the valley. This is Cochetopa Creek that we've been following. I think we're following this all day. I think I've come across more people today than any other day out here on trail. Probably seen about 15 to 20 people already. Half of them are peak baggers doing the 14ers, and the other half of them are doing the Colorado Trail. Not many CDT hikers out here. Tons of beaver ponds the whole way down. What a beautiful, picturesque little area. Well, I'm stopped for a lunch break, eating down some snacks, drying stuff out, watching the weather build around me. There's the direction we're headed, kind of down that valley. And watching a big storm move off to the north of us. Back on trail after a nice lunch break. Continuing down the valley. Lots of weather blowing by. Eddiesville Trailhead, Gunnison National Forest. And there is the toilet facilities here. I feel like I should force myself to use them. Hope it's unlocked. Well, that was a success. It smells very pretty in there. They were just freshly cleaned and stocked with toilet paper. And we're getting back on trail. I like seeing how different the scenery gets, different types of trees and everything. Lower and lower we get down this valley. It's always fun watching major thunderstorms build in the distance. I think that one's far enough away though. But there's definitely a line of them building out there. Oh, we're at a point where we got to cross the main creek. Looks like there was some semblance of a log bridge crossing, but that's kind of broken out. So here we go. I don't think this is going to be too deep, but I'm sure it's going to be cold. Yeah, it's chilly. Not nearly as cold as that other one we had to do. Okay, there we go. There's always weather right around me, but somehow I keep consistently dodging the majority of it. Looks like we're finally getting to the point where we're climbing up and away out of the valley and away from the creek. Dark clouds continue to threaten to rain on me. I think I'm at the point where the first opportune place to set up camp is going to be home for the night. Hopefully a little wind protected. Here's a quick setup. We got a major storm about to roll right over top of me. I've been running uphill for the last mile and a half. Time to go hide. Well, now that we're safely all settled into the tent, in the time it took me, like 15 minutes, to get everything on the inside set up, I got changed, I'm all nice and warm and comfy and dry. That massive storm just blew on by. Very little rain, but tons of lightning strikes, and now I can hear it just kind of getting further and further away. So the storms around here have been small, but like intense. But who knows, the next one's probably a half hour away before I get hit again. But I think that's gonna do it for today. We did a pretty good push, mostly nice and cruisy, all downhill through this cool valley. And we'll see what tomorrow brings. I don't really know what the forecast. Another lightning strike as far as the terrain goes. But I think as we get closer and closer to Monarch Pass, which will get us into Salida, I think that's where kind of it gets a little bit heavier with the snow again. Anyway, I'm gonna cook up dinner. That's it for now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all in the next one.